How could you guys have phones in your pockets? And my question is, what about you? You're sitting on Instagram commenting about other people. At least we enjoyed ourselves for 10 minutes. You're sitting with such a mode and a mood that you're depressed, you require psychological help, and we're here to help you. We're not saying enjoy and forget, but we're saying if you've done something permissible, it's okay. And it's not wrong to share it at times for others to also have a little bit of a laugh at a time when there is so much doom and gloom. Psychologically, you are a human. You need a laugh from time to time. You need it. So this is why I say, don't pick on people and be careful what you say. Sometimes there are scholars of a very high order that would also be frustrated, because we all are to a degree frustrated. I am. But let that frustration not show in the internal swiping of one another. Trust them. We know. I had a guy who came to me when I was in London at one of the masajid. And he, in the middle of nowhere, he tells me, as I'm leaving the masjid, loudly for everyone to hear, why don't you ever talk about Palestine and so on. He said it in a different tone. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it was loud, it was embarrassing. I looked at him, they wanted to whisk me away because I had. I said, no, let him say his piece. We stop here. Uncle, yes, what's happening? Why don't you talk about Palestine? I said, Uncle, do you trust me? Because if you don't, no point listening to me. But the fact that you've come all the way to the masjid here to listen to my talk and so on, I'm sure you trust me. Do you believe that I would do whatever is in my capacity for the cause? Look, Uncle, you know what? I want to tell you one thing. I am doing whatever I can. If you think I'm not, then it's unfortunate. But I do know I am. And if you trust me, then you should know that we are doing things. But I want to give you a big hug, because you know what, Uncle, I love you, man. You're so genuine, you're so open, you're so, you came up with so much emotion, you care for the ummah, so do I. And I opened my and I gave him such a big hug. He felt so lovely. He was rubbing my back, Now, when someone's rubbing your back, it's not just it's a hug like saying, hey, wow, this is amazing, Rubbing my back, I started rubbing his as well. And got out, held each other's arms, looked at each other, mashallah, smiled, and we diffused it. But he was frustrated, and he thinks we don't say. I was telling someone earlier on that, do you know the domains that you want the people to talk on actually belong to them anyway. So if you don't know how they operate, the more popular you are, the quicker they put down whatever you've said, because they don't want that to it will get further than what other people. So if you think someone hasn't said, have you ever considered they may have said and it may have been instantly blocked and dropped? Have you ever considered that? No, because you're not there, that's why. So be careful. Be careful how you think. Have good thoughts. Have good thoughts about your brothers and sisters. We have one problem we want to see the solution of. Let's not create 1,000 problems as a result of that. May Allah forgive me and forgive all of us. We are not doing enough, I admit. But inshallah, slowly but surely, we will do better.